It was clear to us that many of our constituents wanted to go ahead and explore changing the names of the schools that were associated with either the Confederacy or with the institution of slavery.
And over time, right, Richmond decided to name many of its public schools after Confederate heroes. I think that becomes, over the course of the 20th century, pretty problematic as the schools become effectively more African American.
So we had a really in-depth, engaging process where we really wanted to hear our community's voices. And so changing the names of the school was a way that we could ensure that, because names matter.
One of our key principles for the renaming process was that it was really driven by the community. So once the board gave the green light to go ahead, each community formed a renaming committee that had teachers and parents and even students and others to solicit names, and then to eventually narrow those down to 3 names that really reflected what the community wanted for their school.
I think that then becomes something that students start to begin to see. It doesn't take long, I think, perhaps middle school, definitely high school, where people begin, especially young people, begin to see the distinction between a school's stated claims and its actual practices, what it says it is and how it behaves.
I really feel like this is really representative of where we're headed as a city.
So let's take the former John B. Carey. It's now named Lois Harrison Jones Elementary School, named for former Superintendent Lois Harrison Jones, who was the first African-American female superintendent here in the Commonwealth of Virginia. And she represents change. She represents justice. She represents the best ideals that we strive for in RPS. And so that's the kind of person that we want our kids to hear and to celebrate every day when they go to school.
If people feel welcome, if people feel valued, they will then work harder. And I mean, that's from the top to the bottom.
It's a step in the right direction where you realize that there's a problem. And then once I think you get past the symbolic gestures, you start to address the real issues.
I think the new names have really fostered a sense of pride amongst our students.
And so I sense a lot of excitement about this chance to have a new name and to have a new school, and to have both the school and the name represent the awesome, wonderful talents of the students who are there.